Who said that a poor community cannot have education? Well, I'm here to tell you that I have built a poor school for a poor community in Sims 4. Please watch to the end. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am Pretty Poison, a South African simmer, and today I share with you a build that I've actually been wanting to do for quite a while. It's kinda like a poor high school, you know, maybe a little rundown, but not too much on the rundown side I would say, but it's like a poor high school basically. So this could be like a high school that maybe doesn't have enough money, or like maybe some sponsors and stuff to get like the best equipment for their students, but they do have stuff to start with and to start giving this community a good education. You know, despite not having the best of the best equipment, they are still able to give these kids a good education and get their education started, you know. So hopefully along the line this poor high school will get some sponsorships and people donating to them so that they can upgrade their equipment for the students in the classrooms and all that. But yeah, that was like my idea for this build. So basically the classrooms and stuff, the buildings is containers. So it's not like an actual building, it's just containers, which I thought was a cool idea because I think that would go with the whole maybe a bit on the poor side type of vibes. So I gave them containers as the buildings. So the two different fences you saw me placing there is from the debug menu, so that is where you would generally find it if you are looking for those fences and wondered where I got it. It is from the debug items in game. So on the left, these two containers will be the two classrooms, and then on the other side it is gonna be it's like a teacher's lounge slash a principal's office, so that shares one container. So generally the parents or students would have to go through the teacher's lounge to get to the principal's office type of area, that kind of vibe, you know. And the other container that side will be the cafeteria, of course. I still gave them a cafeteria, you know, we gotta take care of them, give them like school lunch and stuff like that. Then I add two more containers which will come a bit later, so then I will talk about that a bit later. So you can see I gave them a concrete flooring because again I didn't think they will have a proper flooring, or how can I say, like, you know, like maybe tile or wood or something like that. So I thought maybe concrete would give it a more cheaper type of look and vibe. So that was what I was going for. And then I decided to change the doors to the doors we got with high school years. And I put the staff door on this container, the black one. But then I remembered that people need to get to the principal's office area in that container, so I had to swap it out later for a general door that is not just for staff only, you know, because they need to get to the principal's desk. So I had to change that, but I will do that a bit later on. Also, I love the little green color I put in the principal's office corner. It looks so pretty. Then I also looked for a divider just to give the principal's office area a bit of like privacy away from the staff lounge. But I mean, it's still rather not private because you can hear each other's conversations, I would assume. I also gave the staff like a cheap little kitchen for the staff to use. They can warm up their food in the microwave. There's a mini fridge for them to store food, that kind of thing, a basin to wash up. Then I used the city living bench and the werewolves couch with the werewolves rug because it looks kind of like broken, run down vibes. So that's why I used that there. And then also these werewolf plants I put there just to add a little decor. But you'll see in this build I didn't add much decor. I felt like they're not gonna spend money on decor, even if it's now cheap decor. They'd rather spend money on trying to upgrade the actual equipment for the students. So this is the cafeteria. So for this part, I feel like they did put out a bit of money to buy a proper cafeteria station. I don't know what you call it now. But yeah, they need to look after their students still, so they at least make sure that there is that kind of functionality in the school. And then a bunch of wooden benches, which I think looks cool. Then this third container I placed on the left side. Oh, I also realized I had the wrong desk for the principal, so I just swapped that out. So this third container on the left side is like a gym locker room type situation. So it has the lockers, it has the basin. This is also the bathroom for the students. This is also the only bathroom on this lot. So I placed 2 of these toilet stalls, so at least you can, like, you know, close the stall. There is privacy for that. The shower, however, doesn't really have much privacy, but that will be at the very end of the video, because originally I forgot to put a shower, so I only add that in much later when I'm finishing the build. So we will get back to that. So yeah, I added some gym equipment so they can gym a little bit, you know. Then I decided I need another container because there needs to be some like skill hobby type stuff, you know, like chess. And I gave them a cheap computer, and there's only one computer, so they kind of have to share the computer. And I also gave them some artistic stuff, like I gave them the easel. There's the woodworking bench. I feel like the woodworking bench is very fitting, because maybe students can craft furniture for the school to help upgrade the school, maybe, or something like that. And then I just added some like random chairs extra that maybe some other students can sit on. There's some desks as well. They could maybe sit there and do their homework or study for exams and that kind of thing. And then also a desk for a teacher, maybe to supervise them. I don't think the game really does that, but we just added there for fun. Now, I know this is a high school, so you don't really have a playground at a high school, but I still wanted to add like a little playground area. So regardless of it being a high school, I added this little corner where I put, it's like a sand pit with a swing set and the monkey bars. I just thought maybe, you know, like the high school students can still hang out on the playground equipment. They don't have to stay away because they're now too good for that or too old or whatever. You know, I gave them a basketball court as well, because maybe, you never know, in this poor community, the next basketball superstar could be rising up here. So I wanted to give them that as well. And I love the grey, I guess kind of like concrete flooring I put there by the basketball court. I think that's really cool. It looks good. I love it. Then I wanted to do something special for this little school. So I gave them this big tree that has like these lights hanging down the tree. It's so beautiful. And I put a bunch of chairs around the tree. It's like kind of like poof chairs from this, I think the pillows one. No, I can't remember where the pillows one is. Is it one of the kids packs or something? I don't know, but the other one is from Comfy Gamer, you know, those round ones. So I put a bunch of them under the tree. I thought it would be so cool for them to sit there and do their homework. Also, because this is now like a little poor school, I thought that would be something nice for them, you know, like just a little something cool for them, something extra, you know. So that is what I did there. I added a bunch of benches next to the basketball court, so maybe they watching the game, they can go sit there and watch the game. Probably not really in Sims itself, but like if I think in my mind, I just will pretend that's what's going on. Then I also wanted to add a barbecue area. Now I know they have the, oh yes, and I added the cheerleading mat. Now I know they do have the cafeteria whole situation going, but I thought adding a barbecue area, then people can maybe like, they can host barbecue events maybe, or stuff like that, like maybe on a weekend all the kids can come together once a year or whatever the situation is, but each family has to bring their own food to barbecue. So then it's like a fun little party, but it doesn't cost too much to host this party, really. You can just bring your own food and then you can barbecue it. I don't know what you guys, oh, grill it, you guys say grill. You see, in South Africa I say braai instead of barbecue, and then like where you guys say grill the meat on the barbecue, we would just say you braai the meat. So that's why it took me a moment to figure out what my words for that, but yeah, you guys would say grill. But yeah, I'm just adding some final touches to this build. I hope you guys like this build. It is available on my gallery. Please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments what do you think of this little setup. Poor school of mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Poison out.